And just a minute or two here for the players to get warmed up before the start of the game. There is no better way to start off the new year than with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. One of the guys we'll be watching out for today, certainly Al Jefferson.
And Kevin, what stands out to me is his array of moves down on the low block. The low post scoring, back to the basket game. That's what he does, and that's a valuable weapon for a team to have.
And Steve, very few players have his finishing ability. We see him get a lot of and ones because even if he draws hard contact, he is able to play through that and typically score.
It's Western Conference against the Eastern Conference here in Los Angeles, where the Clippers will try to protect home court. And this matchup with the Bobcats, it's their first meeting of the season. They controlled everything in both games last year, going 2-0.
Well, last year they won both meetings in the season series, and it wasn't a surprise. I mean, this is the better team.
Crawford with the ball. Now guarded by Flash. A drive by Paul.
Stupendous. I love that word. Save that one. The word and the jam. I want to see it again.
Just beautiful.
You can't top that. I love the alley-oop play. So much fun to watch.
Jefferson, a screen on Crawford. Here's Flash. Rejected by Barnes. 13 feet away. The shot is off. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. And, Clark, it can be a point of pride. Hey, we split 1-1 with the marquee team from the other conference. But,
it's something to point to, Kevin. When your overall season is a disappointment, that's something that you can look at and say, hey, progress.
Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers.
I asked him what their focal point would be defensively, and he said that Al Jefferson is at the top of their scouting report. With his smooth, low-post repertoire and mid-range shooting touch, he can put up points in a hurry. He said they'll try to steer him to his left hand as much as possible and just hope for the best. Kevin, we'll see if they can force him into a tough night.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Charlotte shooting their first free throw tonight.
Yeah, this is a very good free throw shooting team, guys. When you look at the numbers, they're impressive.
And the word is they challenge each other, guys. I mean, each and every one of them to improve their free throw shooting in the offseason. Held each other accountable in that area. And now you see the results individually and as a whole.
That's good. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone.
With all of the on-court skills that Chris Paul possesses, perhaps his greatest attribute is the leadership he brings to a team. He just has a way about bringing guys together, encouraging them while also challenging them and holding them accountable.
Go back to that leadership that Chris Paul provides. I saw that some last year in the general manager category said that he might be the best single leader on any team in the NBA.
I would agree with that. He's just a dominant presence out there, despite the fact that he's kind of short, but he just understands his point guard's role. Passionate about the game, smart basketball player, and loves to play.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
Charlotte, their last game, a win against the Jazz in Salt Lake City.
That was a game in hostile territory, too, guys. And it seemed like they had confidence right from the beginning, unbothered by being on the road.
And, their shots were falling. From the top to the bottom of that lineup, their guys were heated up.
Jefferson, a screen on Crawford. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul call. He'll shoot free throws. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
Guys, one of the biggest challenges with young teams that have started to lose is changing the culture. Being able to establish a way of working that doesn't allow losing to be accepted. This team has got a long way to go in that regard, but they're on the right track.
Well, the culture in the locker room is definitely a real thing to conquer if you're a franchise that's been near the bottom for a while. Steve, the Bobcats seem to understand that and are looking for guys that want to work.
I agree. That's why they drafted Michael Kidd-Gilchrist a couple years ago, Jeffrey Taylor, Cody Zeller. They're trying to get guys that hate losing, that want to come in and build that culture you're talking about. So we'll see if some of that attitude can carry over and turn this team around. And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Jamal Crawford. Here's Redick. Right now averaging 7 points a game. He dishes it to Paul. Kicks it to Reddick. Shoots the three. Rebound, Kemba Walker. The Los Angeles Clippers coming to this one after the win against the Suns.
Well, Kevin, they constructed a perfect offensive game plan going into that game, and it was quickly apparent how powerless the defense was to stop it.
Powerless is a good way to put it, Steve. We're unlikely to see that many uncontested baskets again anytime soon.
He's just been the man since the start of this quarter. I mean, just a tremendous period of basketball for him.
Ball against Walker. Paul kicks to Griffin. Jordan dishes to Reddick. A three off the mark. Bobcats leading by 7. Jefferson, a screen on Barnes. Flash. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Flash has got 18 points in the game.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting pounded in there. The defense not offering much resistance. They've got to force the ball back out to the perimeter. Not a really great start for him, as he just isn't shooting the ball that effectively here early on.
Screen by Jefferson. To the middle. Paul with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. And Reddick kicks to Barnes. And out of bounds as the Bobcats gain possession. While we have a break in the action, now let's check out the league's best shooting teams. Number 1, the Bobcats.
Yeah, plain and simple, they do not take bad shots. They really share the ball. They get great player and ball movement, and that's why they shoot the percentage that they do.
And so here's Charlotte. 6-point game. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Chris Paul. He has been filling up the stat sheet for the last month. 2nd in steals, 9th in free throw percentage, and of course, passing, such a big part of his game, one of the top 15 leading assist men in the NBA.
And Steve, I think the steals per game average that he sports is really an impressive stat. I mean, you think about coming up with the steals that he does, and the way he does it with smarts and tenacity.
Now here's Walker, following the miss by Griffin. Here's Flash, defended by Reddick. The shot's good from Flash. Flash has got 20 points.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. I guess the good news is they've taken away the outside shot.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they're going to allow inside looks as easy as that.
Now here's Paul. He picked up 15 points in the last win against Phoenix.
And Kevin, a remarkable night for him passing the ball, just racking up the assists.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Here's Flash. Sinks the triple. He's got 23.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Reddick passes to Paul. Charity stripe shot. That's good.
Now you gotta love the footwork. How about that turnaround?
Charlotte leading by 7. They set the pick. This is to Jefferson. Pass to Flash. Outside for Jefferson. Just 5 on the clock. Flash defended by Reddick. Flash passes to Jefferson. And he's off on his first shot of the game.
I thought he'd make that one. And that's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
And here's Barnes for 3. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Byron Mullins is checked in for Los Angeles. Here's Flash. He's coming off an unbelievably scoring game. Looking for Jefferson. He gets it there. Flash passes to Walker. Kid Gilchrist. Off target from outside. Now here's Reddick, defended by Zeller. Reddick dishes to Mullins. The feed to Reddick. Jefferson with the rebound. Jefferson's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, he really makes things happen offensively for this club. And as a defender, when you go against him, you have to get help defensively. So it's important for your defense to really communicate with him out on the floor.
And, Steve, we've also heard people point out how many minutes he plays, which is large. I mean, even more impressive to me isn't simply that he plays those big minutes. It's that he does it full speed 100% of the time.
Now here's Paul. He has 7, hit his leg. And the ref saying he kicked it. The Bobcats making a switch here. Jefferson, a screen on Crawford. Here's Flash. Now the feed to Jefferson. Shot's good. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. On the court right now for the Bobcats. At the 3, MKG and Cody Zeller at the 4. Flash out there with Ramon Sessions. And it's Jefferson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Jamal Crawford is a water bug, quick 6'5" combo guard with his great ball handling and ability to stop and pop. He's going to get his shot, and he's a terrific scorer from just about anywhere. It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
The pass to Bullock for the 3. Rebounded by Flash. Charlotte leading by 6. You mentioned the scoring for Crawford. His defense a little more suspect.
Well, he's quick and he's got long arms. Never been a physical defender. And in certain matchups, he can struggle. But look, he's out there for his scoring. There's no question.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, guys, Flash in the last outing against the Jazz got down to business. He dropped in a staggering amount of points and was just filling up the stat sheet every way he could, coming away from the contest with a 5-by-5. It was a performance for the ages and one that will have the whole league talking.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
I agree with you there. I mean, he obviously hit on something that brought out the best in him, and you can be sure he's going to take the exact same approach in this one.
Definitely. And as confident a player as he already was, now he's got to be feeling absolutely unstoppable.
Here's Paul. After the made shot from Flash. Crawford kicks to Griffin. Back to Crawford. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Bobcats.
Oh, they're now +5 in the rebound category, really controlling the glass.
And rebounding is one of those non-glamour stats. I mean, it takes work and effort and tenacity and physicality. But when you look at the scoreboard, you can see the correlation.
Jared Dudley's checked in for the Clippers.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had early. Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll.
Here's Flash. 32 points in the game. Kid Gilchrist. Zeller passes to Flash. Griffin with the steal. On, here we go. Crawford all alone.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yes, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
And it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Sessions passes to Flash. And Jordan sends it back. Now the Clippers moving it up. Dudley dishes to Griffin. Stolen. Here's Flash. And he lays it straight in. Flash has got 9 points in the quarter.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
That is good. And that's now 10 points for Jamal Crawford.
And he's shaking off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
Charlotte making a switch here. Walker's checked in. Here's Flash. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got his 3rd assist on the night. Clippers trail by 8. He kicks to Griffin. Jefferson is right there. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And it's Jared Dudley with the three. Dudley's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Here's Flash, guarded by Crawford. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. With the All-Star game almost near, let's see how the East is shaking out. Taking a look at Miami, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And, of course, the Bobcats, right on their tail, wanting to move up and take over if they get the chance.
Checking out Charlotte, they're a completely different team than they were last season. I thought they would take a step forward this year, but I'd be lying if I said I thought they'd take this big a leap. It's been a huge bounce back for them.
Yeah, you're not alone in that regard, Clark. There were very few people that believed in them. I know I didn't, but the fact of the matter is they believed in themselves, and that's all that matters. And that confidence was clearly warranted.
Walker the pass to Flash. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
He is just eating this team alive with his offense. It's been a matchup nightmare.
Ben Gordon's checked in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
Shooting 100% in the quarter. They've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
Well, it's a nice job of really making the most of their opportunities.
And Dudley kicks to Paul. Crawford. 6 on the shot clock. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better. The pass, the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed. All of the above.
No coverage that time. Tolliver's got his first 3 points of the game.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Tough call there and a tough break for the defense.
But, you know, I think you could still see him kind of sliding in there. I don't have a problem with the call.
Paul kicks to Crawford. The dish to Griffin. Jefferson is right there. Pass to Barnes. Puts the lead pass in front of him. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, man, he's got so much power.
Feeds to Tolliver. Ben Gordon on the wing. And he overshot that one, missing. Clippers trail by 7. Paul outside. Griffin.
Pour it down that time. His eyes just simply light up when he gets that close to the bucket. And you just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
Here's Flash. And he has 42. On the wing, Ben Gordon. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
Yeah, and unless they make some rotations and closeouts defensively, there's more to come, Clark.
Byron Mullins is checked in for Blake Griffin. Here's Mullins. 5 points in the game. He feeds it to Paul. Pass to Dudley. Kicks it to Mullins. 5 on the clock. And that one is hammered home. I like that they're taking it inside and taking advantage of each opportunity, Clark, to chip away at the deficit.
Yeah, and doing it with the dunk is a major energizer, too. Gets the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense, as good a job offensively as we saw. The defensive presence was almost non-existent. They may see this lead disappear if they continue to give up those easy points.
Al Paul following the miss by Kemba Walker from deep. He dishes it to Dudley. The basket drops and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw. 1:27 left to play in the first half. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Flash has got 44. And stolen by Zeller. Here's Flash. But they recover it. He passes to Henderson. Here's Flash, defended by Reddick. Flash passes to Kid Gilchrist. Here's Flash. And at last, they get one to fall. Flash has got 46 points. Clippers trail by 7. Crawford dishes to Collison. Pass to Barnes. From outside the arc. Good on the shot. Barnes has got his second bucket of the night.
The defense sagged off, and, he did not hesitate to rise up and bury that three.
Back to Walker. There's the pass to Flash. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. To the inside. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Los Angeles shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game. Free throw drops for Crawford.
Boy, they're really battling, guys. Not sitting back, being aggressive, attacking when they have the chance. I like that.
Yeah, and that kind of approach is going to serve them well. It's gotten them to the line more than a few times this quarter.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Jefferson comes in for Gerald Henderson. And it's Pargo in for Kemba Walker. Another shot. And another shot. Flash. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds. But they still come up empty. Crawford right side. He nails it. And they're tied up. Crawford's got 16.
Good defense. Now love the finish with the finger roll over the top.
It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And coming up after the break, it'll be Damon Bruce breaking down all the highlights from the first half of play.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Happy New Year's, everybody. This is 2K Sports, making sure that your entire calendar gets off to a good start. The Clippers battling hard in this one. Sitting in 7th place right now, a little too close to the bubble for their liking. We've watched Jamal Crawford pretty much do whatever he wants tonight against the Bucks.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half of our broadcast. Flash has been exceptional here, guys.
He went off in the first 2 quarters, guys, as he's capable of doing. We might see some changes here in the defensive approach they use on him in the second half.
Yeah, they've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him like he has been.
Crawford and Barnes filling out the wings. Blake Griffin down low and DeAndre Jordan. And it's Paul in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Tries again. Here's Flash. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Here's our 2K leaderboard with the list of the teams that have been on fire from beyond the arc over the past month. Second, the Bobcats.
Seems like their whole team is in a great rhythm from the three-point line right now. They put on a display from long range.
Both free throws good from Flash.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throw. Beautiful to watch.
It's Crawford with the drive. The 11-footer. Crawford missing again.
Well, Big Al Jefferson was a name that was getting tossed around the trade rumor mill last deadline, and that's something you have to expect when you're as talented as he is with the contract that's set to expire.
And they've been off target now on 3 of the first 4 shots they've taken in this second half.
Back to Griffin.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. They're teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make it a close game, a potential momentum builder.
And for Al Jefferson, still yet to make an all-star game, somewhat surprising. But it seems like all the times he's often in that conversation.
And he should be. He's a top-tier big man. Ever since his arrival in this league, he's been really good on the low block. Strong and good scorer, but never quite good enough to get into that all-star game.
No good from Flash.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on it, they expect him to make it.
Here's Paul, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Guys, you look at Chris Paul's path to greatness, and it's really kind of a neat story. When he was in high school, he didn't even make the varsity team until he was a junior and cracked 6 feet tall. And the school he wanted to go to, North Carolina, understandable for a kid who was in the state of North Carolina, the Tar Heels didn't even offer him a scholarship.
Flash guarded by Crawford. Here's Flash, and the shot is good. Flash has got 50 points.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
Well, this game has been tough, Clark. I mean, they're getting after it, and I think they're starting to run a little bit low on energy, possibly.
And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And with Chris Paul, he ended up playing 2 seasons at Wake Forest, led them to a Sweet 16 appearance. You know, the school retired his number 3 jersey back in March. So for a guy so lightly recruited out of high school, what an incredible achievement.
And his twin brother has been just as successful in the insurance business.
That's right, Cliff.
Yes, Cliff. Terrific. He handles my home and all.
Does he?
Yes, he does. Yes.
I have an umbrella policy.
You do? He's a great assistant. Wonderful. Bobcats leading by 4. Walker the pass to Flash. Back to Walker. Crawford with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Flash passes to Walker. Dishes it to Jefferson. From 12 feet out. Cannot hit. Nice D from Crawford.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
They have finally fought all the way back to even the score. They're back to square one, whole new ball game.
And with a comeback like that, they've definitely got the upper hand going forward.
The feed to Kid Gilchrist. Flash launches it. That drops. Flash has got 9 points in the quarter.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Paul gets a screen from Griffin. Jordan the screen. A floater. Paul's shot is off. Bobcats leading by 3. Kid Gilchrist the pass to Flash. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Barnes has got his 5th rebound in this one.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
Charlotte's gone 6 of 11 when they're taking the 3-point shot tonight. Very respectable. That's good. Flash has got 57 points.
Well, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
For Los Angeles, they've gone a somewhat supply 4-10 on their shots in the second half so far.
And let's take a quick look now at the numbers for DeAndre Jordan. 10th in blocks. And in terms of rebounding, he's in the top 20 in the league. So a guy who can really take care of the boards forward.
You know, Steve, he's doing what very few players in the league are really capable of, and that's impacting games through his low post defensive presence. And he's one of the best shot blockers in the game in terms of his ranking, so no surprise.
Clock at 6. Here's Crawford. Drops one in from the wing. Crawford's got 18 points. Bobcats leading by 3. Here's Flash, guarded by Crawford. Flash passes to Kid Gilchrist. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Kid Gilchrist has got his 2nd basket of the game. The Clippers have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. It's Crawford with the drive. The finger roll finish at the bucket. For Charlotte, they've gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Flash, covered by Barnes. And Barnes comes to help. Back to Kid Gilchrist. And Walker kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Shot clock at 6. Here's Flash. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 6 assists now in the game.
second three-pointer of the half, 4th overall. So he's having a nice game from outside.
Paul kicks to Barnes. Crawford outside. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Al Jefferson.
Jamal Crawford has always been a steady scorer, an explosive scorer, really, and he's been something of a journeyman, too. Over the course of his 13 seasons in the league, he's played for 6 teams, and get this, 16 different head coaches. Wow.
Gennaro Pargo. He's checked in for Charlotte. Zeller. And stolen by Barnes. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Taken away. And it's the Bobcats on the break. Throws it up high and out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. The grind of the NBA season wears on, but what a pleasure this year is turning out to be. Let's check out the West and see how the standings look. You take a look at Los Angeles. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in the #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And, of course, there's the Clippers, 6.5 games behind them.
Checking out Los Angeles, they've just never really found their groove this season. I mean, not yet anyway. They're kind of stuck in the middle of the pack right now.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of time left to find that groove, Clark. That's the problem. I mean, unless things really come together for them soon, I think they're going to stay in kind of that middle of the pack area the rest of the way.
And that's a nice finish for the big fella there. I mean, he used his length very well under the basket.
There may be more athletic players around the league, but, Steve, not many bigger ones.
And I'll tell you what, Kevin, I'd like to see him even take advantage of that size more often on the offensive end and be more aggressive.
Charlotte leading by 4. Here's Flash. Non-stop scoring machine here. Pargo kicks to Jefferson. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. And here we go. Fast break. Crawford's got it. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
There's the pick. Here's Flash. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J. And the Bobcats lead by 4. Outside Collison. Right side Collison. Softly drops in the floater. Collison's got 6.
That's such a feel shot, that floater over the top.
Here's Flash, covered by Barnes. Jefferson dishes to Parker. And another 3 for Charlotte.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Now here's Collison. He's guarded closely. The 3 from Barnes. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Collison's got 3 assists tonight. Here's Flash, defended by Reddick. That's good. 64 points for Flash.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Reddick passes to Collison. He kicks it to Reddick. Leads him in there. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep. Yeah, you got that right, Kevin. He's such a reliable finisher.
Doubled by Collison. Flash passes to Parker. Flash shoots from 12. Again, the Bobcats score.
He is feeling it. A terrific percentage from the field.
Clippers trail by 4. Collison off the pitch from Reddick. Barnes sets a screen for Collison. The drive by Green. Shot misses. And it's the Bobcats taking it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pargo the pass to Flash. And Griffin sends it back.
Nice work to get inside and draw the foul.
Yeah, it's obvious. The defense not going to allow many easy layups. It's going to make you earn it from the line.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bobcats.
They've knocked down plenty of mid-range jumpers in this one. That's been big for them.
And I also like the penetration when they're getting into the paint and getting a lot of easy hoops from those strong drives.
The Bobcats making a switch here. Sessions is checked in.
Boy, you wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
Love what I'm seeing from them in the paint.
Shots good by Jefferson.
Gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense.
Collison with it. 6 points for him. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. It is now to Griffin. And Jefferson sends it back. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. And the Clippers making a change here. Wayne's checked in. 51 seconds left in the third quarter. 6 to shoot. Jefferson against Griffin. No good off the front line. Bobcats leading by 6.
Definitely a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Yeah, the wise move would be to find themselves a quick shot right away.
Doubled by Collison. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
Way too loose on that inbounds pass.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Blake Griffin. LA's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Collison kicks to Waynes. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Charlotte's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Here's Flash. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. He gets it up. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
That really could be a morale-crushing three-pointer, fellas. What a way to head into the fourth quarter.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring.
Thursday.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for Charlotte, Flash in at shooting guard. Al Jefferson out there with Cody Zeller. Then it's Henderson, and it's Walker in at the point.
And they're making a statement here, guys, going inside for 8 of their last 10 points.
Time to man up on D and stop these free runs to the rim.
And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Here's Barnes. Knocks down the 10-footer.
And now both of these clubs really in a groove here.
Already a high-scoring game, but it has become an offensive showcase down the stretch.
Jefferson, a screen on Crawford. Flash passes to Walker. Flash guarded by Crawford. 6 on the shot clock. Charlotte needs to get a shot. Here's Henderson, and there's another one for the Bobcats. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Walker against Paul. Pass to Crawford. Again, Los Angeles.
Not enough defense there to throw him off his shot. Sometimes it takes more than one defender on him down low.
Jefferson, a screen on Crawford. Flash, and it's good. Fought through contact, gets the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
The Bobcats making a switch here. Pargo's checked in. That's good from Flash. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Paul gets a screen from Griffin, and he's going up for the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Maybe that'll ignite it. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're getting.
That's what those alley-oops do, though.
Shot by Zeller, no good. Clippers trail by 7. Paul goes in. Gets the bucket.
Well, he's established himself as one of the league's premier clutch performers. You know, with some unbelievable plays down the stretch and tight ball games.
And let's give him some more credit where more credit is due for his role as a team leader. I mean, he's somebody who brings out the best in his teammates whenever he's on the floor. That's basketball 101, guys. I mean, elementary. Use the screen to free yourself and then take it straight to the rack.
Yeah, very nice set play for him.
Well, that's using your head and using your body.
And it's the Bobcats on the break. Here's Flash. And he crossed body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line.
He's been absolutely in control. No slowing down for Flash. 8 rebounds, and the additional offense he's provided from the line, big impact.
Yeah, major impact. I mean, a good chunk of their scoring has come straight from his work at the foul line.
Paul dishes to Crawford. It's rebounded by Flash. Flash has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Rejected by Barnes. Now here's Crawford. Defense right on him. The shot's good from Paul.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
Yeah, that's 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed on good looks right at the rim.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bobcats will retain possession. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. They double him with Jordan. Walker defended by Paul. Shot clock at 6. Feeds to Parker. Fires the 3. Gets it to go. And the Bobcats lead by 10.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
And here's a quick look at how the Clippers' schedule is shaping up. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for Gennaro Parker. Walker the pass to Flash. Second chance shot. Gets it to go. And now it's a 12-point Bobcat lead.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Doc Rivers address his team. He was emphatic. We're not getting it done, fellas. We've simply got to step up, get engaged, and try to battle back. Guys, we'll see if the pep talk gets them going.
Thank you, Doris. It's Crawford with the drive, and that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Bobcats leading by 12. Here's Flash. That one goes. Count it. Now here's Paul. He feeds it to Crawford. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Really high-quality shot there. Just a little off with his release.
That miss right there will definitely leave him shaking his head. Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
The Clippers have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Paul kicks to Crawford. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. That's 28 points for Jamal Crawford. Here's Flash. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that. And the Bobcats lead by 16. The Clippers have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Crawford dishes the ball. Jordan sets the pick for Paul. Passes it to Griffin. And it's blocked by Zeller, but they'll get another chance. Here's Jordan, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style.
I like the simplicity.
But there was some style there, Kev. It was a pretty sweet one-handed flush.
And that one's good. Barnes.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
They get it back. Zeller. Good D by Jordan. Clippers trail by 12. Jordan with a screen on Kid Gilchrist. It's rebounded by Flash. Flash has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Gets it to go. Kid Gilchrist has got 4 this quarter.
Beautiful ball movement again.
Last 5 trips, they've all ended with a great pass leading to a basket, Steve. I mean, they are really sharing the basketball.
Tipped away. And it's the Bobcats on the break. For the
Up high and down hard. That's right.
That's right. You use it, brother.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up some intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Bobcats leading by 14. There's the screen. Here's Zeller. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Flash passes to Walker. That's good.
Assist from Flash.
LA has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Crawford. Bank shot. No good. Now, Kid Gilchrist. Flash passes to Walker. Here's Flash, guarded by Crawford. No good from Flash. Clippers trail by 18. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. And here's a look at what's coming up for the Bobcats. When this game is finished, they'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. And that will be the 4th of the string of 5 played on the road.
And I'm going to look forward to seeing how that Portland game turns out for sure.
Deep 2 from Crawford. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Well, he continues to light it up. He's the leading scorer in this game, guys.
Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Steve enjoys that too.
Yeah, that's the best part of the game. I mean, a 5-man team game where the ball moves. There's so much unselfish play. It's beautiful to watch.
You got to like how they're getting the ball inside this half. They didn't have as much success earlier in the game, but now they're showing real determination in taking it inside to score.
Here's Barnes. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. There's the lob to the hoop. Flash, and it's blocked by Barnes. Paul kicks to Crawford. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Just a fantastic game for Jamal Crawford. He's got 32 points, and the assist numbers tremendous.
His court vision, Clark, has been phenomenal. I mean, he could not be passing the ball any better than he is right now. You know, even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line this half.
I think they've done a good job of making the most of their chances at the line, and they've got to keep it up to take the lead.
Screen by Jefferson. Flash passes to Jefferson. And so it looks like the Bobcats will retain possession here. Long range from the inbound. No good from Flash.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
Barnes dishes to Crawford. Barnes kicks to Jordan. Pass to Barnes. Shot clock at 5. A try by Paul. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. So a 3-point play chance here. And so here's Charlotte. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Flash. Shot is off. Great D that time from Griffin. Clippers trail by 16. Here's Barnes. Jefferson with the rebound. Jefferson's got 8 rebounds in this game. No good from Flash.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Paul kicks to Crawford. He dishes it to Griffin. Crawford with the ball. Now defended by Flash. Griffin with the steal. 1:30 left in the fourth. And out of bounds as the Bobcats gain possession. Charlotte leading by 16. Jefferson, a screen on Crawford. Flash passes to Walker. Here's Flash. Fades back. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Griffin's got 14, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Crawford dishes to Paul. Paul is doubled. The pass to Barnes. Back to Paul. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Killed bagels in the second.
Well, guys, tonight they came in here and really dictated the terms of the engagement, which is very difficult to do as the visitors.
You're right. That's not usually the way things work in the NBA. It's a great win, and no question, it's going to be a happy plane ride out of here.
And the jumper falls for him. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Charlotte's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Flash. Count it. The defender is called for the block, and this could turn into a 3-point play.
A serious game-clinching run. They've taken off here. Impressive.
No backing off. What a surge at the right time.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Dudley the pass to Bullock. Dishes it to Reddick. Rejected by Adrian. Here's Flash. And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. And the first one drops. That one misses. Here's Reddick. Misses there. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen Doris, and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us.
Once again, you've been named the conference's Player of the Month. What changes in your reaction to winning this award?
Man, I'm elated to win this again, man. Really, really I am, truthfully. I don't think I can really compare it to the last time. It's a different time, a different situation, you know? To be recognized above all my peers, it's quite humbling, really, man. I couldn't have done this without the support of the fans, everyone in the organization, and, of course, my family.